All right, you guys, is investing in Utah a good opportunity right now moving forward in 2025? We're going to be going over 4 different topics, and one of them is the job growth and economic status in Utah for investment opportunities, talking about long-term rentals, short-term rentals, and any type of investing that you could use to leverage the equity that you have in your home in moving forward. Number 2, the population growth and the opportunity between the supply and the demand, and what that means for you in using your equity in moving forward. Number 3, the housing affordability demand, meaning people can't afford to buy homes right now. So what they can do is rent a house that you can afford to buy with the equity you have in your home. Number 4, favorable tax policies when it comes to being an investor in real estate, all coming up in this video. Hi, my name is Jenny. I am with Real Broker, and I'm excited to talk to you about one of my favorite things about real estate, and that is investing. Here we go. Wherever you're at, you guys, your home ownership starts right here, right now on my channel. Click the links below if you're ready to get in touch with me. Until then, let's check out the video. Okay, so a little bit of background on me. I grew up in a home with an investor in commercial real estate. I really understand the lingo when it comes to the bidding, the negotiation, understanding the land mass, understanding the zoning for it, understanding the ROI, and the differences of is it going to make sense for you. A lot of people get really scared moving their investments over, but what you should be more scared about is having that money sit there and doing nothing for you. A lot of people think, well, I'm going to use that money and move to my next home because I'm going to need that cash to upgrade my home. You can still do that with your cash. There's something called a home equity line of credit that you can pull out of your home. Now, it has different rates, variable rates, not really fixed rates, but it's an opportunity to either turn around and do a quick fix and flip, and then that fix and flip can give you income to buying a long-term rental property. There's an entire strategy that I teach. If you are interested in attending one of my classes, please leave a comment down there below, and I'll give you information on where the classes are going to be in the Salt Lake County and Utah County areas. I love teaching people about how to invest in real estate. One-on-one. You can go and watch these videos on YouTube and try to figure out by yourself, but until you get in front of someone who's actually done it before, leverage their money, knowing the nooks and the crannies of what to deal with when it comes to builders, when it deals with the actual type of property, how old the property is, the ROI, if it has the ability to be able to be fixed and financed and move over, all the different types of financing that comes with investment. HELOC might not be the only one. You might want to do seller financing. There's lots of options out there, so I would love to educate you more. That is actually quite impossible to do without knowing your specific situation and the type of cash flow that you can have access to using those loan opportunities. But let's talk about Utah in itself, okay? Let's just be honest. Utah in itself, for decade after decade, has been a very strong economy when it comes to business structure and job growth. Across the nation, we are above the averages of the United States. Utah is on the top 10 charts of not only the growing states, but also the economical structure states. We have a lot of people who make education a priority due to religion-based needs and actually build their infrastructures in their businesses here in Utah. And that is because of the tax layouts. That's because of the structure of the people, the low crime rates, the opportunities over here, all play into a factor of why Utah is an amazing place to invest your money into it. And one of those is the job growth and opportunity for stability in making an income. What does that mean for you, for someone who's trying to flip a home or try to get a long-term investment? That means there's more people in the pool to pick from that can afford these opportunities and or renters that can afford a higher rent in the investment properties. Number 2 is the population and migration growth. So not only are we getting the high infrastructure of job opportunities, but we're also getting a lot of people moving into Utah because they're seeing the stability of the economy. When the rest of the nation is having to have some issues, let's say California or Florida or New York seem to have some economical issues because of what's happening over there, Utah always seems to be pretty stable. They've taken a lot of risks to be stable, and they have been successful. I have been living in Utah my entire life, and I see the rest of the world have job opportunity losses, have an infrastructure of going low between the supply and the demand as far as pricing is concerned and the cost of living, whereas Utah seems to be pretty stable. Now, in the last year or two, the inflation has hit us. The housing market has slowed down, but that is across the board everywhere. Utah in itself has the opportunity to have more people moving in, which means we need more housing because we are in a housing shortage. So finding a rental property or finding a home and flipping it and putting it back on the market couldn't be a better opportunity than what's happening right now. Number 3 is a little bit of an interesting one, and that is the housing affordability high in demand. Because our prices are rising for the cost of living, a lot of people are starting to compare us to California as far as cost is concerned of living. People are needing to find a rental property that is within a condo, within a townhouse, or maybe within a single family home. I own a dual grandfathered up and downstairs single family home. There are pros and cons to getting a long-term rental that is a single family home, and a lot of that has to do with the maintenance on the outside of the home. If you're looking to do a long-term rental, I highly recommend you get something that has an HOA or doesn't have a yard. A condo or a townhouse would be in those categories. So for your first long-term rental, we will sit down, go over these situations and say, look, paying an HOA is probably the best thing for you because they're going to take care of the outside of the home and the infrastructures for insurance purposes, making your renter pay for all of the insurance inside the home, and the HOA pays for the insurance on the outside of the home. There's a lot of little details when it comes into investing, talking to you about a fix and flip, what areas are going to give the best demographic for up and coming and rising cities. A lot of times for fix and flips, that means you're in areas that are already established and you're fixing and flipping an older home. What are the pros and cons of fixing an older home? How to find the right builders. All I teach within my class. So if you are interested in that, you guys click that, leave a comment down there below, and I would love to walk you through this and teach you how to make your money work for you and to leverage your money. Yes, it is taking a risk, but a lot of times that risk is definitely worth it when you've got the right infrastructures in place. And last but not least, the favorable tax policies in actually investing in Utah. This is actually what I would think the number one reason why you should invest in Utah is that is the tax benefits that you are getting and actually moving forward with investments. Now, I'm not a CPA. I'm not going to talk the details, but do know that Utah is on the top 10 trending spots where businesses are wanting to move in here. Infrastructures of investors are wanting to put their money in Utah because they see the potential for growth, the potential for stability in the economics, and the potential for actually getting a good tax credit and moving forward with those investments. If you are interested, leave a comment down there below. I'd love to get in touch with you. I also have a Calendly link. You can get in touch with me because, guys, wherever you're at, your home ownership starts right here on my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video.